Stellarwind, Trailblazer, Thinthread, the FISA Amendments Act 2008, CGAD, DARPA, the Teletech Holdings, Executive Order 12333. I really feel a lot of these are related. Can you elaborate on that? And
okay. DARPA is the defense department that deals with advanced research, and they hand out contracts to contractors and universities and so on to try to do technology developments. Usually it's over the horizon and you never see it, which means it's money that's spent on advanced research that never produces anything. That was my view of them when I was there, and I said, why don't you do something that I can see? You know, bring something over the horizon back into view, will you? You know, so they kept working over the horizon. It was something like you could do, you know, indefinitely and say, well, I'm thinking ahead. You know, you're always thinking ahead, and you never really produce anything. So that was the way I viewed them anyway.
Sure.
Well, they spend a lot of money, $3 billion a year back in the 90s. So, but the other programs, PRISM, that's all these. A lot of these programs are data acquisition programs. That is, just functionally, it's data acquisition. They give different names to different companies or to different different operations. Like, if we're going to query the companies, it's PRISM. Okay, if we're going to tap directly up to fiber lines for data, taking it in real time as opposed to after the fact asking for it, then it's multiple programs. We'll call the overall group of them upstream, and each one will be, each company will have a different name. Like, there are exceptions there, like Fairview is AT&T, Stormbrew is Verizon. Oakstar is actually foreign companies, okay, that deal directly with NSA. Okay, and some of them, the only one I knew was the Polish one, and then they subnamed that one. It's called Orange Crush. So there's all these names, but it's really data acquisition. They're doing this to confuse them, everybody in Congress that wants to look into the programs. Because the more names you have, the harder it is to understand what they're doing. That's exactly why they do that. Okay? So what are some of the other ones there?
In conjunction with that, when did some of these programs start? Because my understanding is some of this started before 2001 and before the Patriot Act.
There's some implication that I need to get out here. Joe Naccio is the guy who used to be the CEO of Quest. I met with him and talked to him a bit because I knew he was probably framed like they tried to do to us, and he didn't catch them, so he went to jail for about 5 years. Okay, so but that got rid of him. But they approached him in 27th of February. It's in court records. 27th of February of 2001, about 7 months before 9/11. And it was somebody from NSA, and they asked him to produce all the records of his customers, every U.S. customer as well that he had, and give all that data to NSA. So that was the plan even before 9/11, okay, was to take in data. He refused, okay, he said, produce a warrant signed by a judge and I'll give it to you. And they never did. But what they did was they went after him criminally, got him convicted, and that was the example they used every other CEO. That's how you threaten all of them. You put one of them in jail. Well, that's how we should handle our elected officials. Right? They've obviously been committing these crimes. We need to put them in jail. I blame what's happening now on Jerry Ford. Why? He pardoned Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon was indicted, and he was going to go to court for the crimes, the Minaret, COINTEL, all those programs, the programs that are exactly similar today, except they're on a much larger scale. If you read the indictments against Richard Nixon, they're the same things that are happening today. But we haven't indicted anybody. We haven't impeached anybody. We should have impeached them all and indicted them. So, you know, this is how the government's dealing with people. This is a totalitarian state you're talking about here. Mm-hmm. This is like the Gestapo or the SS or Stasi. This is not democracy. Some of the other ones?
Somebody wanted to elaborate on the privacy compacts of the TPP, TTLP, and the TLSA, so-called trade agreements.
I really don't think I'm competent to answer that one. I can't really. Maybe somebody else can.
Touch very briefly on some of it, but not much.